played for a few hours with Brandon on your first stream of Borderlands 4, which just
Hmm.
came out today, but you played it yesterday with Brandon a bit. So I wanted to, I'm going to go over to the screen, just have some of its gameplay playing, and I'd love to hear kind of your first thoughts as someone that I know is really big into Borderlands and Destiny and Remnant and games kind of with this kind of emphasis on builds, on drops, on cool weapons, on the shooting. Um, what was your initial impressions after 3-4 hours?
My first thoughts were that it is extremely beautiful.
Yeah.
Very, very good looking game. It felt a lot like Borderlands 3. It has a higher frame rate. It felt pretty good. It took about 2 hours to remember how the character strafes in comparison to how quickly they're rotating. Like, so it was a little bit hard for me to aim at first on controller. There's a part of me that would like to try this on keyboard and mouse, but I got it on the PS5. Um, I think it's going to be amazing. I'm a little bit older now and a little overwhelmed with making builds in games. When Borderlands 3 came out, I had an entire journal. I should have brought it. I have a journal of
Oh,
each
crazy.
character in that game and what perks should be put where to build a build that I created
Mm.
as an idea. And I spent hours and hours researching. I did the same thing in Remnant 2 and was like, okay, I'm going to maximize my character. I'm not going to follow any guides. I'm going to figure out how to do this. Hopefully I can do something similar with this game. We will see. There's a lot going on with the skill trees and the perks and the kill skills and the abilities and life stealing, and there's a Reaper on the screen right there. That's a
Mm.
different character than I'm using, but
Okay.
just a lot of passive effects. And sometimes as you build a character in these games, you find one perk that you decided to equip that negates another perk on accident.
Yeah.
And that stuff's really, really hard to
Got to make sure they're stacking, not
yes,
negating each other. Yeah.
it's hard to fine tune. Yes, I've probably played 3 to 4 hours. It feels amazing. I like the new mechanics. I like the slide. I like the double jumping you get right off the rip. I like the glide mechanic you get. But for some reason, we didn't get introduced to vehicles very early. So we were playing a sprint simulator, running very long distances on foot. This game is extremely large. At least the first section of the map is very big, much different than Borderlands 3. It was like there are some areas to go in Borderlands 3. There's like the main area, and then maybe there's 4 to 6
Little
little small areas
paths.
that if you're ambitious, you might find something there,
Yeah.
like a little side mission. This is like very open,
Hmm.
and I'm excited about it, especially once we get vehicles. What else? The guns feel amazing. With headphones on and shooting with haptic feedback on the DualSense controller, it truly felt fantastic. It was very exciting to get my first AR instead of a little pistol, and
Yeah.
much more customization with the weapons. It seems like you can combine different weapon manufacturers per weapon eventually. You'll notice SMG mode on the bottom of the screen. You can change
The
how the
firing mode.
weapon is
Hmm.
fired, which is kind of similar to 3, but I put an AR in SMG mode, and the AR then was just shooting at a super high
Mm.
fire rate. I don't know if it was lessening the damage the gun was doing, but the recoil was higher. I don't. There's a lot of things to figure out here.
Yeah, like even the guns have stats,
Oh
and
man,
your builds have
it's
stats, and your do you get like armor in this game, or is it just guns?
oh yeah, yeah. I just got a new shield type called like an armor shield that wasn't regenning like your normal shield, and so right now I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I
Yeah.
think that it's amazing, especially because I'm trying to fully learn Silk Song. It's kind of hard to bounce between them,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to lock in on a game to be extremely good at it.
You do.
Bouncing between them is kind of difficult,
Yeah.
but since they're such different games, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
agree.
excited. I'm honestly really, really stoked. We went to some pretty areas and just played around, and there's really unique mechanics. We were grabbing grenades out of water. You can swim in this game.
Hmm.
Um,
Is is it like one big open world, or are there different maps that
hmm,
are like
I
just
don't know.
smaller open worlds themselves?
I think it's going to be multiple maps
Okay.
of big open areas.
Okay.
Is what I think, but I don't know. It seems like you're on an entire different like planet or solar system or something. I noticed similar manufacturers, but a lot of different new ones. This siren is similar to Amara from Borderlands 3, but I think she has a different name and different abilities. There's like a Viking looking guy. There's like a guy that looks like Zero from number 3 that's a
Mm,
robot.
yeah.
That's who I am on accident. When you're in the character picking screen, they do this silly thing where if you don't pick fast enough, it just picks for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, it did the same thing in 3. I didn't get to choose my character in either game in
Wow.
my most recent playthroughs. Um,
So, do you like the guy it chose for you? Or?
Yeah, so far I do. Yeah, I have these little turrets I can put on my shoulders, and then once you start unlocking perks, you get more abilities with the turrets, and you're like, what's gonna work with this? But wait, I remember I put this on. There's a part of me that just wants to build a build that's complete survivability. Like, I'm constantly regenning health, and it might take me 45 minutes to kill this boss, but I can't be killed.
Mm,
Instead of going out there and going, I'm down again, come res me because I have no defense and it's all about damage output.
mm,
So I don't know. We'll see how. I don't know how I'm gonna play it, but
yeah.
I'm excited to play it. Stoked that 2K. Shout out to 2K giving us this game for free, which is super cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. No, I had a question. Which of the Borderlands was your favorite? Was 3 your favorite of the other ones? I know you played 3
It
before you played
Yeah,
2,
it
right?
has to be 3 for me just because the gameplay.
Yeah.
Sure, the story might be better in 2 or Tina's Wonderland, but it to me 2 and 1 are like unplayable
They're hard to
because
go back to.
yes, it's just hard to aim in them and yeah, this one feels fantastic to aim in. It just everything's very nice.
Was it difficult? Like, does it have difficulty levels or?
Yeah, we played on hard.
Okay.
There was easy, medium, and hard. I'm
It's
in
probably late.
3. There were mayhem levels. You could really amp it up. Everyone's health
Mm,
percentages went way up. The enemies do X amount of more damage to you. Yada yada yada. And there were enemies that took so long to kill unless your build was perfect. And so I assume they're gonna dabble in that as well. Like it'd be crazy of them not to, because we went like an hour or two where all of a sudden we realized, whoa, I haven't had to use a syringe in a while for my health. I haven't gotten down.
hmm.
But then we get to other areas and it's like, I'm down. We're both down. Everyone's down.
Hmm.
And we're not even close to killing anything. It's all about elements with your weapons, using fire on specific shield types and
Yeah.
radiation damage and corrosive and cry. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah,
Um,
there is.
it's more Borderlands. It's just very, very beautiful, and I'm stoked to see where it goes. I'll try to pay attention to the story in this one a little bit better. Um,
I
but
don't think most people are playing Borderlands for the story.
I don't either. Yeah, it's just fun. It's like it's just really good maneuvering and gunplay. It's what hooked me about Destiny 2. But
Yeah.
Destiny 2 was good at everything.
Yeah, it was.
Like here's community events and yada yada yada, and it's beautiful and the guns feel fantastic, and
Yeah.
you have to take 2 weeks to get this exotic item. I was like, well, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of the same thing here. It's like you could get extremely lucky and get some weapon that has such good perfect stats for a specific character that you'll just destroy everything. And other people could play this game and be like, dang, I played for 12 hours. I haven't even seen a legendary weapon. And the one I got is a rocket launcher. And I never use rocket launchers. And it's not good. It shoots slow. Like, I like the randomness, kind of like gambling. It's just
Yeah.
everyone will have a different experience with these games. And that's kind of exciting.
Yeah. I saw you get a sniper,
Yeah. And it's fine.
legendary sniper.
Yeah, it seemed fine.
Was that the only legendary drop you got in the first few hours?
It was, yes. The drop rate. I like the drop rate. I saw like 2 blues, 1 purple, and a legendary in like 4 hours.
Yeah. Probably don't want them to be too frequent, right?
No, in number 3, they were. I mean, you were getting orange weapons from nearly every boss.
Mm. Yeah, I do like that scarcity. I'm having the same experience with Silk Song where like the mask upgrades and like upgrades seem hard to get. And because of that, like it's very impactful. So that's probably a wise choice in my opinion. But this is cool. I really enjoy like the co-op, just fun, like shooting stuff vibe of Borderlands. So like
It's the best way to play it.
it kind of makes me want
Mm-hmm.
to try it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you said, it's quite a bit of a commitment. Like if you're gonna play it and you like need to have a group that will commit at like the same time commitment and level so that you're all kind of playing it together, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
it's interesting. I think in Borderlands 3, if you got a group together, it would scale to either it would somehow even out the playing field. So if someone wasn't as leveled up, they could still have a chance or something
Right.
like that. I don't remember how it scaled, but I hope that
You hope it, yeah.
I
Yeah.
really don't know what I like in that scenario.
Yeah, do you
Because
nerf the higher people down to like the other people's
yeah, or
damage?
do you just let
Or
them do no damage because they're not putting in the work like the level 50? You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's hard because that
then that person won't have fun probably.
but you could probably just make multiple characters and
Yeah.
say this character I play with this friend. This
Yeah.
character I run solo, yada yada yada. You
Yeah.
know.
Uh-huh.
So there's ways to fix that, but
What's kind of the end game with Borderlands? Because it has like a story, and then what do people play after that? Does it have like you said there's mayhem missions and modes, and is that where you're getting
Mayhem was
more
kind
drops?
of a difficulty thing, higher
Okay.
drops, more money. But in 3, there were areas. If you did enough side searching, you could find these places that were kind of like waves of enemies and trials and
Oh, okay.
very difficult sections. Those were kind of fun.
I
And
was
then people will just go searching for a specific item. It's like, okay, I found that item, but it doesn't have these exact perks.
yeah. So they want the nice roll.
Exactly. Yep. They're
Yeah, I was
looking
just
for the god
curious,
roll.
like if there are like legendaries and stuff I wanted, even after I finished the campaign, like what would I want them for? But it seems like
Exactly. I don't know yet.
there's either people replay the campaign like new game plus kind of mode, or you've got horde mode kind of stuff.
Yeah, now there's like real-time events maybe in Borderlands 4. It
Oh,
sounds like they're going a really from what I've seen just in short clips, it sounds like they're going a really good direction with endgame
okay.
of this. So we will see. I don't know.
Yeah. And then they have the obviously the season pass with expansions that'll come out
Mhm.
at some amount of time. They've probably announced when those are, but they're usually like every couple months or something. Like, hey, here's a new big area or new enemy type or whatever. Cool. Anything else that you want to cover or talk about with Borderlands?
No, I don't think so. I'm really excited to play it. I truly am. I've loved the others. I think they're cheeky and silly, and since they feel good to play, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they do definitely feel good to play, especially on the PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing Borderlands 3 on the PlayStation 4 before that, and I do feel like it was not as smooth. But if you're playing it on the PlayStation 5, it's pretty dang nice. So cool.
It is.
That was Borderlands 4. Nice to hear your thoughts there.